Ladies and gentlemen, I am heartened to greet you as the Chair of the Committee on Trade and Environment of the WTO at this year's Trade and Environment Week. For many reasons, this year's week is unlike any other and carries with it an even greater significance. Firstly, it is both the 25th anniversary of the committee and the organization itself. Allow me therefore to express gratitude to all the former chairs of the committee for their tireless efforts in advancing the interests of the trade and environment agenda. Secondly, we usually would be meeting face-to-face at the WTO for our deliberations, but the current global reality has shifted the week's activities to a virtual mode. Additionally, the global trade and environment communities continue to face unprecedented challenges which must be confronted frontally through the multilateral system with resonance at the global, regional, and national levels. But we are all acutely aware this week comes during the most devastating global crisis in our lifetimes. There is no doubt that the COVID-19 has significantly affected the global community in a significant way. It is therefore necessary for us over the course of this week and beyond to relook how we rebuild a global economy that is sustainable, protects the environment, taps into the many opportunities of a reimagined value chain that takes into account new economic modes that were not present at the onset of the organization 25 years ago, like the circular economy, and treats in a meaningful way to address the plastics pollution that is at the very heart of many of the deliberations you will be engaging over the course of the next week. Climate change continues to be at the very heart of discussions by member states and other key stakeholders, and we certainly must redouble our collective efforts to ensure that we modify global patterns of consumption to change the current trajectory of impact, whilst balancing the much-needed growth in the world economy. It is therefore to this end that member states, international organizations, academic institutions, and other key stakeholders have put together a number of very timely and forward-thinking events to engage the international community during this week. I certainly encourage you to visit the WTO's website and social media platforms to tap into the many events planned and to let's all ensure that this week will serve as a catalyst for the reimagination of the discourse and action on matters of trade and the environment. Once again, I wish you a happy WTO Trade and Environment Week.